Aren't they amazing? This man, I just, last night, I fell in love with him. No, I want to say, how old are you?
20 years old.
He's 20 years old, but he has the maturity of an 80-year-old piano player, man. He is so soulful and so sensitive. I mean this. I said it to Timothy at the back, and I'm saying it to you. You are way beyond your years. Stay humble, eh? I know that. And are you married, or were you teasing me last night? Are you almost married?
Yes, I'm almost married.
He's almost married. So he's the oldest guy in the band. But does he not look like 19 years old? I mean, he just looks like 19. This guy, I thought this guy's about 20 odd, but how old are you? Tell them the truth.
I'm 19 years old.
And what a drummer! How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
20 years old. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Does your father know about it? Greg, I'm gonna ask Greg to come up here, just to come and say something. You know, because so many times we read the newspapers, we watch the news, and we see all the crap that's going on in our nation. Isn't that the truth? But here is a phenomenal story. Greg, come up here, man. Pastor Greg would say, "Baatjie opsit is there." Oh, you're covering the gut. I want to say to you, really and truly, from our heart, and I only had one glass of wine tonight, so as he dronk for 3 minutes, I'm saying this from my heart, that you are doing a phenomenal job. Because it's more, I can hear your musical influence. I can hear that you introducing them to maybe certain bands and stuff that we were used to in the 70s and maybe late 70s, 80s. But it's more than that. It's the character, it's the integrity, it's this man. Where's our saxophonist? Oh, man. Trumpeter, come up here. And I caught the trumpeter in his underpants backstage. But how old are you?
19 as well.
19?
20.
20 years old. His girlfriend fell down the steps last night. She couldn't do a gig at the crypt, so he couldn't rehearse with us last night. But he had the integrity to come here and to say, "Glenn, I'm not able to rehearse. I've got a gig at the crypt. I'm sorry." Now that's what I love about musicians, when they can honor their word. And Greg, I want you to say something.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, no pleasure. Yeah. Look, all the credit goes to these young men. They work very hard. I just love listening to them. I have the privilege of having them rehearse at my place. You know, so you can just imagine it's like once or twice a week. You're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay me to have them. And what a privilege it is, because you know what, I'm really proud of these cats, because most of them hail from Bella, you know, and it's tough out there, guys, you know. And when I look at them, and there's one thing I can tell you that I know is that they all love the Lord. You know, that everyone loves Jesus here. And for me, I don't really have much to do or to say as far as guidance is concerned, because everyone knows their place. You know, there are times when we have our differences. Because let me tell you the story how this thing came apart. Because they all play in church, so they were all at Settlers Eye. Good boys. Yeah. In Settlers Eye, except him. They all most of them attended Settlers Eye School, and then they came to me. The band has changed over the years, and then one day they came to me and said, "Dad, we're looking for a place to rehearse. We want to start a gospel group. And I said, no, come, you guys are welcome, come, because I have the space there at home. And one thing led to another. And then one Friday afternoon, I remember coming home. You guys were what, grade 10? Grade 9 at the time. And I remember coming home one Friday afternoon, and I was sitting in my lounge, and I'm thinking about, what the heck is going on out there? You know? They're supposed to be rehearsing, but Damien, who's the drummer, is standing with the bass guitar. And the keyboard, we had another keyboard player, he's sitting behind the drums. Ryan can't play anything else but the guitar. And I had another saxophonist, and he was sitting with a trumpet. And I came in, and everyone, it was just one big noise. I said, guys, this is how I got the job, you see. So I said, so I threatened them. I wanted the job, man, but I threatened them. I said, listen, it's one of two things. Either I become your manager, or you guys go rehearse somewhere else. So that's how I got the job. I knew I had no other place, you know. But yeah, I'm very proud of them, especially for what they stand for, you know, and the example that they set out there. There's a lot of bands out there in Belhar, and I know for a fact that most of those youngsters look up to them. You know, we're a little town that's drug-ridden, and there's a lot of things that's happening there. So I thank God for these youngsters, that they can be out there to set an example. That is our whole plan, is to set an example. And I think because of that, Father's blessed in the way. He's really favored them, you know, with these musical talents that they have. So, yeah, but thank you for supporting us. We really appreciate it.
And, you know, he says there are a lot of bands, he knows about a lot of bands out in Belhar. I think there's a lot of bands out there in the world that don't hold to the integrity that these guys hold to. And so I want to thank you guys. And it's a privilege, and I make it my solemn vow to commit to opening up some more space for you guys to come and perform here more often. Okay? I said it last night, and I'm saying it publicly, but we need your support. Okay? We need your support. If we open up another night here at Kaleidoscope, and we have this band come and perform, we need you guys to support them. Sorry? No, we look, failing to plan is planning to fail. So we need to plan ahead, and we need to make this thing. But we are going to definitely have them come and do something. And I want, you know what I want? Tia said to me, Tia is she's a singer, she's a model, she's a photographer, she's a presenter. She's going to be a TV presenter for Randall at the back there. Randall, I want to give a warm round of applause to Randall for coming out and filming the guys here tonight as well. And Tia said, she said to me, you know what? I invited all of my muso friends, but because we have a play at school, they all involved, the musos and everything. But I would love to make this place available to the younger crowd as well, not just to us Otopis. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking about myself now, okay? But you know what? When you're on stage with these cats, I feel like I'm 28, not 58, man. So I'm going to jam with them now. And listen, guys, feel free to do a solo in the song, man. You know, let's just bring this first set to a lovely climax. Can you do that? Improvise. We're going to do Europa. You do Europa. Come on, you can do it. All they need is a little bit of encouragement. And I want you two guys to step